when we're talking about Islam, there are two fundamental words when
Yeah.
a person enters Islam. So there is one is Islam and one is Iman.
Okay.
Okay. So now these both of these terms, as we will see in the Quran, they are used interchangeably sometimes.
Yeah.
Sort of they mean very similar things.
Yeah.
Okay. But when they are used together,
Yeah.
then they have different meanings.
Okay.
Okay. So there is a verse in the Quran which says, you know, these people say that they have, that they believe.
Yeah.
And so Allah says, tell them no. They have not, they have not achieved belief yet. They have just entered Islam.
Okay.
Right? So Islam is the first step.
Okay.
And to understand Islam in a very simple manner is something that was described by the Prophet
Yeah.
in a very famous hadith, which where Prophet Muhammad said, "Buniyal Islamu ala khams." Islam is based on five things, or it is founded on five things.
Okay.
Okay, the first one is that there is no God but Allah,
Yeah.
and that Muhammad is His messenger.
Yeah.
And the second thing is praying regularly and looking after your prayers.
Yeah.
The third thing is giving charity to the poor.
Okay.
The fourth thing is fasting during Ramadan.
Okay.
And the fifth thing is doing Hajj at least once in your life whenever you can,
Uh-huh.
whoever can afford it.
Okay.
So this is sort of the basic foundations of Islam. So if anybody wants to become a Muslim,
Uh-huh.
this is what Islam entails at a very basic fundamental level, right? So he'll have to pray, he'll have to give charity, he'll have to fast in
So
Ramadan if
it's
he
it's
can.
very heavily focused on actions, not only just the belief part.
Absolutely.
But
So it starts with the belief, and because then you believe, then you have to do all those other things.
okay.
So that is Islam. And Iman, as we were discussing, is the actual belief,
Okay.
right? And so in a sense, that is the first pillar of Islam. When we
Yeah.
say, when we declare that there is no God but Allah and that Muhammad is His messenger.
Yes.
So what we're actually doing is we're declaring it,
Yeah.
but then we need to figure out a way to maintain that level of belief at a good positive level,
Yeah.
because um, because our level of belief for Iman
Yeah.
for anybody and everybody will either keep on increasing or decreasing based on a number of different factors.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Okay.
and this is where Imam Bukhari in his book, there's a chapter where he's discussed this,
Yeah.
and the heading of the chapter is Al Imanu Yazidu wa Yanqus. So
Okay.
your Iman will either increase or it will decrease.
Okay.
Yes, and then besides the hadith, there are a number of verses in the Quran,
Yeah.
and one of the verses in the Quran is وَالَّذِينَ إِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُنَا زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا.
Uh-huh.
So when people believers read from the Quran, they read from the book,
Yeah.
the level of Iman increases.
Okay.
Okay, and so when you do good things,
Yeah.
the level of your belief is increased.
Yeah.
And when a person sins or does bad things, or then the level of Iman decreases.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.